today. In fact, yeah, I have never been as fast as Aspire. The same thing I told person there that annoy me. The same thing I told the other guy yesterday was if I don't know if it's this class or this advanced class or what I don't know what we call it, but I said that the only thing you need to extract value from this space is simply basically two things, not just one thing. And that is focus and time. If you focus, it's just a matter of time and you make money. At that point in time, Bitcoin was around 20K, thereabouts. And now Bitcoin is 33, 32, thousand. And several other, digital assets have gone up in that time, like DOT, Ethereum, LTC, yeah, and several others. Now, that was this. I don't think it's been more than a month or 2 months. It's not even up to a month. And see what has happened. Now, imagine what can happen in the next 12 months. You just picture it. Now, imagine what can happen in 2 years or 3 years. Now, if you had taken action then, if you learned futures trading, you went long, or you even bought Bitcoin at all and just held, you'd have made some money. You understand?
I beg, going a bit for Bitcoin fallback.
Now, nobody can accurately predict how an asset will move. You can only look at the chart and do your best analysis and make your best predictions. So there's no certain definition. There's no it's going to fall or it's going to go up. Something bad may happen. You say, Bitcoin is going to fall. It could just shock you. Some people do their thing in the market and you just be slaughtered. You might try to short Bitcoin and some people will do their thing and set up some guys in the background to set up a very powerful long and you'll be shorting and they'll just slaughter you on the way up. So no one knows when Bitcoin will fall. It may fall, it may not fall. That is why we are here having these classes so that you can learn the techniques you can use in guiding your trades. You can use in making fairly accurate predictions. Crypto trading is a game, it's a marathon. It's not a short sprint. It's a marathon. It's something you do for an extended period of time. In that period of time, you win and you lose. But the aim is to win more than you lose. If you do 100 trades, make sure to win at least 70 of them. Leave the 30. You understand? Some people have there are rare cases where people have a very rare strategy where they lose 70. For that 30% of trades they will win, they are heavy. They can be losing $1,000, $1,000, $1,000, and now, hit. They can now make profit of $25,000. That is their strategy. You understand? Yes, minimize losses, maximize profits. That is the game. You will not say, all my trades will hammer. No, your aim is to make sure that if you place 10 trades in a day, if 6 of them come out in profit, you've won. Just go home and rest. Meaning that you are in profit for that day. That's just, pick a daily target. Today, let me make $10. That is all. And you're done for the day. Let me make $10 and you're done. Bam, you set your trade. $10. If you make 15, 20, that's you've exceeded your own expectation. Understand? The aim is just to win. So win. There are days you will not win, but over a period of 30 days, you have won for 25 days. That means you are in net profit. That is basically the game. You understand? But back to my initial point, the fact is you have to focus. These things will be difficult. I'm very happy that some of you are actually catching on. Like Dami, I see Dami, drawing charts and doing lots of things. It's very good. These are people that I like to dash money. When I have, I don't have now. When I have, I dash them money. These are people that I like to dash them money. These are people I like to. These are people I like to encourage because they are making moves. You understand? And this is, this is a sign that someone is focusing. He's putting all those things in. Like people just, there are people who join the group after like a month or two, they just leave. You understand? This is a free class. You're not under any pressure whatsoever. You're not even risking funds to learn. You have a test net and it's a free class. You didn't pay for the class, so you can't say, I have to learn. No, maybe that one is why some people are not, motivated enough. That's why I try to motivate you by telling you things of things we could gain. That's what I don't call it aspire to perspire. Aspire to perspire is telling you things to make you feel good, unrealistic things. I'm just trying to tell you the fact that you can make money. I use myself as an example because this is my reality. Understand? And there are many others. So even Anu will know some of these people. People that said people he knows are making money in this space. Anu are they like? Even people that you know, friends, they are making money. It's the fact.
Mad money.
Yeah, it's the fact. And give yourself time. Within 2 or 3 years, you will see. That's why I say something. Don't measure your progress by how much money you're making initially. If you're looking for how much money you make, if money is the goal, the short term, you will lose focus because if you feel like if you're not making money, you begin to lose motivation. That's why your goal should be how much knowledge, how much you now know from the point you started. If you realize that you know more, it's like, okay, I'm actually learning more. That should be your motivation. Then that thing you are learning, you are now applying it. You'll be seeing you'll be seeing small value. Like you're trading and you're seeing that, with this, there's something Andrew showed me that time. With some little amount of money, he was able to make a certain amount of money. You understand? Now he started thinking to himself, or more, if I put like this, that's so it will be. That is how it was for me. This is how it's in BO. I started learning more, as learning as much as I can. Nobody started. This space is extremely new. There is no prior knowledge. There is no I came from somewhere. Very few people in crypto had FX background. Very few. I think about just 1% or 2% of them. It's now they are not even coming in because they are seeing lots of volatility and every trader loves volatility. You understand? I didn't know. But I came to this space 2016, late 2016. Nothing. What's blockchain? Waiting with blockchain. What is crypto? Not everything was totally new to me. And it's new to everybody who meets it. That's why a lot of people, there's a lot of controversy because it's not something that's coming from a past subject. Everything is completely new. So everybody's learning, everybody's on the same learning curve. Some people are ahead of others depending on where they started. There's a man in my one of the people, like one of my friends, I want to call him friend, someone I know. He's one of the board of directors for Heritage Bank. Every time me and this man is arguing about Bitcoin, this man has money. He's the board of directors. He was former one of the people that started this Heritage Bank. And you would expect someone like that to understand economics and understand how monetary policies and all that. When the man just he has a bias against Bitcoin. This is someone that I expect I will go to him, sir. How do you think about Bitcoin? And he will begin to explain to me certain fundamentals of money. But no, he tell you Bitcoin is fake, is a scam. Why? It's just a blanket thing, just because he doesn't know. This is how new it is. He doesn't know. Bitcoin is finance, and he doesn't know this aspect of finance because it's new. So the point I'm trying to make is everybody started from somewhere. Even if someone with PhD comes today wants to learn about Bitcoin, he will start from somewhere. You will learn about the technical part, the monetary policy. Bitcoin as itself is governed by its own monetary policy. Then on the technical part, it's governed by a set of, it's governed by code. These are things you learn. If they come today, no matter your academic qualification being the highest, you start from gear 1 before you reach gear 10 or whatever your Lambo is heading to. That's the point I'm trying to make. So do not feel like it's something that you cannot grasp or so. No, don't limit yourself like that. You start somewhere. Same thing with crypto trading. You start somewhere and you give yourself time.
I don't know how my own will move though. I don't know how you
say what? What did you
Stop being
say?
a. He said he went off for a while. Stop being
Okay, so
It looks
okay,
like
right?
I left the group, Chibi.
Sorry.
Yeah.
You just pick up where every person is picking up from. So, but the class is being, I think, yeah, it's recorded, so no problem. So don't be discouraged. Some people are picking up whatever questions you have. Just ask. Ask. There's no question too noob, like you are learning, and that's why the group is there. Ask any question, no matter how outlandish it must, it will appear. Nobody is going to be laughed because I don't think there are people in that group who know so much. Even me, like looking at me, I'm still learning because you don't know how deep this thing is. So, but if you want to bring, the goal is to bring you up to a level where you can, know enough. That is just it. Know enough of it that you can start extracting value from the industry. Cryptocurrency trading and all that is just one aspect. The whole industry is, grasp it. So it's not. It might seem daunting, but it's really not. Everything is quite fun. A lot of the things you might learn is something you just be reading passively, like Twitter or people, arguing on Twitter and people doing, just sharing their experiences on Twitter. These are things you just be scrolling through and reading like you read, I'm a ball on Instablog and Linda KG blog. It's basically the same thing. But the important thing is you focus. That is why I just feel like I don't. That's why sometimes people when people give away. Give away is deceptive, but people will not really understand. It's good and it's demonic. In fact, it's mostly demonic than angelic, because while you are hunting giveaways, those are while you're hunting looking for find me, you're not really focusing on what is actually important. Yeah, about 50%. The class is recorded, so you just download and watch it and listen to it, recording later. So please learn so you can start trading. This space is new, and we are still. I think we just crossed $500 billion in value by when the market is 1 trillion, and you're in the space and you focus and you are learning. There is no way it will be difficult, except you were out, not really outside the space, but you were there, but you were not involved. It's just like this statement they make. They say when people pass through school and not the school passing through them. You can be here and just be so passive and just reading charts and not actually trying to get something like. And the easiest way you can make money from this, not the easiest, sorry, the 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 major way you can earn money in this space that you have direct influence over is crypto trading. Every other thing is dependent on several factors. If you are trading in crypto, the chance of making money is up by 50 or 50%. But if you are looking for anything like giveaway, airdrop, the airdrop you get, it might be there's a 90% chance it will be worthless, or it will not be something substantial. So you're just wasting time chasing something of very little value. If you are chasing giveaways, there's a very, very high chance that you will not win. Yeah. One of the reasons why people are winning giveaways now in beating Nigeria is because they are beating Nigeria and the competition is low. And because of me. So make it a little thing one kind jazz zone I get. A lot of people have won from beating Nigeria because the fact that you people are, you people are always participating, and because of me. So that one aside, focus on things that actually bring value to learn crypto trading. If you learn, you start making money at a point in time, you may start teaching people. And people who teach people, they are making money. They have built the cash flow for themselves. There are many names I can call. So it's dependent on you. So please, it's not impossible. I always try to remind people because it's something that happened. I lost 14 million naira in 2017. 14 M. Gone. it's very, it's right now. I'm telling you, it's like a story. You're hearing it. It's not really your experience, so you not really understand. You can only imagine. But 14 million naira in 2017, I lost it. I think then it was $43,000 that I lost.
Oh my, what? My chest. I actually never did the conversion to dollars, Jerry. God.
So,
Oh.
so then I was left with like 2,000 or so.
Hi.
3,000. I remember. That was 2007. Then I invested in Electronium ICO. My investment in Electronium ICO now 10x when they launched on KuCoin. Then I started trading again, and now I entered the bear market. It's a very long story, but what's the point I'm trying to make? This is 2021, and this is where I'm at right now. And by the grace of God and my own efforts, I've discovered that through different hustles, continue hustling and stuff like that, and trading and trying to everything from this space. I've never gotten a job outside of crypto. I've never made money. Never really made money outside of crypto. 95% of my income comes from this Pangolo space like this. And if you focus, there's a very good chance. There are no guarantees, but there's a very good chance that something will come out of it for you. For some of you, it can become a way of making side income. For some of you, it's major income. No one can really tell. Some of 5 or 6, 10 of you, 20 of you tomorrow can become your own cartel of billionaires. People can become your own cabal and become your own set of Abakari and then Gambari and Buhari, form your own caucus or caucus. I don't know. No, but it's very possible. So please, this is not a start to aspire. This is something that's very possible. So focus. Stop hunting needless giveaways. Focus. Learn how to trade. There's already $100 trading capital waiting for you if you do well using the testnet. No other exchange is offering you this. No other one is offering you this. Other exchanges, the most they can do is offer you, free signals and other things, but no one will give you free trading capital at the end of the month, and there's no stop to it. You can win if you just bring out if you're the best performing trader using the testnet. Just try to encourage you to learn how to trade. So do not take it for granted because it's free. All right, so I'm done. I know you can take over. Bye bye.
Okay, so 14 what? Well, yeah. Every time you think of giveaways and you connect it to Jerry, I beg, always remember 14 million naira was involved. Yeah, but really, I never calculated the dollar equivalent before. Oh my chest. Jerry, if I enter your DM to do Bambiala again, I'll carry you with me. You get why? $43,000. All right,
But that's
so,
what that's money. Imagine say person may just come. I think I left school in 2016. I called for $3,000 for 2017. Where I can say, hey, Chineke me, I go pepper them, I go start everywhere. The money does do fear. Hey, the first month I turned to Jubril from Sudan. Get myself. Anyway, you guys can continue. Learn and have fun. Have fun and learn, whichever way.
thank you very much. Yeah, so good evening, everyone. As usual, I'm Anu, the host for the basic classes we've been having for the past few months. It's been a crazy ride. I've loved it. So tonight, this is the in quotes advanced class. So we're just doing pure TA, and we'll be going over a few things that we covered when actually learning to trade. So let's get to it. Let's get to it. You can see my screen, right? If you can see my screen, please let me know.
Yes, I can.
Okay, beautiful. Let's get started. So let's set up trading here. The last time we had a class, we looked at a few coins. I remember Dot and Link were some of them. Both have moved nicely. So let's do same this week, and hopefully Jerry will come emailing again next week. That was funny, Sha. But Jerry, it's your kind of alchemy I want to learn. $2,000. Don't worry. Until I make $1,000 trading in a day, I will not tell any aspire to perspire story. Amen. Amen. So let's get to it. Does anyone want us to analyze Bitcoin? Bitcoin, ETH. Well, Bitcoin is in uncharted territory right now, so all we're doing right now is right, inshallah. Just hoping and hoping and hoping that I need this guy. Hey Jerry, I don't even get money for these guys. All right then. So Bitcoin currently is in uncharted territory. Right now, we have never ever been this high on Bitcoin. And what does that mean? That means that currently we're working with basically extensions, and spoke about that last week when we were doing some analysis. Do I have that chart here? Let's see. What chart did we use last week? Does anyone remember the liquidity provider, what's that? Okay, OKEX. Is it OKEX? Yeah, it looks like it was OKEX. Bam. Alright then. So last week we were around here. Let me annotate. Okay. So last week we were around here, and we're waiting for a retest of 29k this point, and boom, let's see, Sunday last week was what? Last week Sunday was the 27th, so let's see, 27th, where were you? 27th last week we were over here. Yeah, right around here. And so we're waiting for Bitcoin to break and push up higher. To get a break and retest, but that didn't happen. We just got a straight up dump, and then Bitcoin began to move. So we already identified this point last week, this resistance point, and now over here, resistance got broken, was tested the first time, tested again, and kaboom! You see that that's a beautiful entry, all the way to 33k. So currently, what's the verdict on Bitcoin? This was the other zone we got from the Fibonacci extension, or rather, actually expansion, but potato. Yeah, let's see over here. We have divergence building up on Bitcoin. Divergence has been calling its name since, but this looks pretty clear. And so, what do? Can we still long? Yes, but are long safe? Not entirely. See this, a push up, a retracement, another push up, a retracement. As long as this isn't broken, or for safety reasons, let's say this over here isn't broken, then Bitcoin is still in its uptrend. Meaning we can have Bitcoin come like this, push up, dump, push up, dump. But as long as it doesn't break over here, you could just find support at this zone, and then kaboom. That's a possibility. Did I say Bitcoin is going to 29k? No, I did not. We're in uncharted territory, so I cannot be drawing lines on anything that has never been seen before. So let's check out Ethereum. Ethereum. Okay, we don't have enough data here. Ethereum, USDT. Let's try Bittrex. Bittrex is pretty low. Yeah. Yeah, beautiful. Okay, so let's get started. and voila, we have ETH. Now, ETH has data to the left, meaning that we're not looking blind at this. Okay, let me check if Jerry is still on this call. Jerry is still here.
Yeah, it's still the offer.
I know it's because you don't like ETH. I just wanted to confirm whether or not I should just be calling the name like that or not. But no matter. Yeah, so let's go. Over here we see that ETH is still in an uptrend. Started from around here, push up. This was the time that Jerry was getting into crypto, as in he made mad money. See pump. But we have a higher low down here. This higher low has been formed, and what do we expect afterwards? A higher high. Jerry, I beg, try not look at it for the next few months. Let the pump happen. I beg. Boys like us, boys like Raphael and Osai, they have money in ETH that they want to use to buy Ferrari. I beg. After they buy it, they can dump. But let's see. Currently, the ETH market is bullish. That's in the medium term because we have this. A mini uptrend. We have a push up, a higher low, we have a higher high, then a pullback, a higher low. Currently, we're making a higher high. Now, all we're looking for is any piece of retracement to get on. And retracements most times end at previous support, resistance term support zones. So let's illustrate. Over here, this was the previous resistance zone became support. Over here could be another nice spot to get in on. Yeah. But I prefer this. This is more recent. I was talking, just running my mouth anyhow on the group earlier, and I was like, I was expecting a break of 840, then I'll take profits, and I took profits at 850, and you know what happened? Osai is now laughing at me, but we moved. So upon a break of 840, this is a previous high. What does that mean? That means that there's liquidity sitting around there. Orders, take profit orders are sitting roughly around those regions. So what happens when buyers take profits? They are removing their buy side liquidity from the market, and so the price is expected to drop. What happens when price drops? Since we're in a mini uptrend, we're in a mini uptrend as seen from this. What does that mean? A pullback could only cause further upside. So, what are we waiting for? We're waiting for any sign of a retracement to what kind of zones? So we have this. Look over here. We have this. Resistance broke, retested, became support. It's a hot zone. A lot of reaction around it. And then over here, this was the previous resistance, and now it's been broken. You could call it retested over here, but another retest would not be bad. So this is the first zone I'm watching out for, the 500 zone. Did I say short ETH to 500? I beg. No, we go fully enter village like that. But let's try not to short, unless there's actual. See, I beg, do whatever works for you. Short, long. Cocoa is to make money. So, liquidity around these regions. These are places where we can expect the market to retrace. Let's see this as well. All these lines, they're not set in stone. They're just places for reaction I'm watching out for. So if we get a reaction, that's fine. We want to sell from there, not exactly. So all these zones are just slight resistance zones as the market keeps on pushing higher. If the market taps around there, then we could see rejection. Around this zone, we're seeing some slight pullbacks already. So, first off, since the market is heavily bullish, this is the first zone I'd be watching over here. Let me quickly move back to Bitcoin. We're on the Bitrex chart, okay? So let's see, we used OKEX last week. So last week, remember we spoke about this being a previous resistance zone. This was the first time it was being tested. The first time it's actually being the first time it's being English. The first time it's acting as a resistance. We got these levels 28k, 31.5 and 35.5 last week based on Fibonacci extensions. If you missed that class, the link was shared. Please to just get a brief idea of what we were talking about, you could go make reference to that. There's no wisdom drop there, just small rants. Oh yeah, Dot and Link were spoken about there. Maybe there was wisdom. But let's move on. So over here, we got these points by extensions. And what happens after it got broken? You see there's a break and a retest. So the market repeats itself in regularly repeating patterns. Okay, that was probably too many repetitions. But yeah, you get the point. Over here, back to Bitrex, we see the market repeats itself in regular patterns. So we could expect what? This zone just got broken and it was a previous resistance zone. How was it a resistance zone? The market tapped in here and we saw a pullback. Tapped in again, we saw a pullback before it finally broke. Now that it's broken, what do we expect? A retracement and then possible continuation. Excuse me. I quite like this zone, 1,200. That's a nice place to pick profits. So let's see. Over here, the markets could actually pull back into this zone and then pull up. So now we have our bias set. The market is still trending up in the medium time range. So we're looking for buy opportunities. All this was just to set our bias. So now we can go down to the daily. If you ever hear of top-down analysis, that's what we're doing now. Going from higher time frames to lower time frames just to narrow down entries and exits. So let's see. This whole zone over here is nice. And why is that? Because it's a zone. Remember, support and resistance is not a straight line, it's a zone. So what do we do with that information? Well, first off, let's see this zone. What's nice about it? Where can we narrow things down to get better entries? So let's see. You could basically say this last green candle is what you'd use as your support resistance zone to probably reduce your stop loss if you're taking an entry based on the retest at 841. But it's possible that the market actually comes in, that is over here, comes back in, breaks below here, comes down even lower before pushing up. So let's leave our zone as it is. Excuse me. Yeah. So let's leave the zone as it once was and try not attack causes to ourselves. Causes in the sense of it now breaking our expectations. So let me go set that back. Can't undo. So yeah, this is the zone we're watching out for. Now heading over to the daily. Let's see. Now, what can we look for in this region? Now we can start putting up Fibonacci and trying to see whether the God shall favor us. Wow. So let's see. Fibonacci, found it. So swing high, I'll swing low to swing high. Now you see that in here we have this resistance zone coinciding with Fibonacci levels. So all the way from the 0.238 to 0.618 is in this zone, this resistance that's likely to turn to support. Now with Fibonacci, we see as well that it coincides, which is a means of backing up our thoughts. So what do we do? Do we just go by? No. We start watching this region for reaction, for retracements. But also notice that the 0.075, that's the 70.5%. If you trade ICT or whatever it is they call it the OTE, an optimal trade entry zone. And what does that mean? That means that's the place you can likely get an entry into the market with very, very, very minimal stop losses. Okay, I think I'm on the wrong chart. Um, let's continue here. We want to leave this open because of the number of tabs I had. But we move. Let's do this. Yeah. So, remember I mentioned something about the market actually breaking through a zone and then retracing shortly after. This 0.705 point over here, it just illustrates that perfectly. Now, could we just get a small retracement in? Hit 841 and go? Yes. Could we also hit 50% and then go? Yes. Notice that this zone over here could serve as a support zone, but it was previous resistance, breakout, tests, kaboom. That could be a possibility. You could also see it hit the 0.618 and then go. Still valid. But what would cause tears, premium tears, is when it just breaks this zone slightly and your stop loss was here. And then it now goes. Tears. I kid you not. But nonetheless, we move. So over here, we could see a pullback right below here before it goes up. So coincides here with a previous resistance zone. Market tested, dropped, market tested, dropped, market pushed up, market could retest here and then go. So the sniper, the most sniper entry I could think of or could see on this now is over here. This right here. That's the best I can say could happen. That's worst case scenario. We wait for a retracement all the way down here to around the 660 region, and then you have really tight stop losses. You set your stop loss to about $600 and then watch it play out. But that's a possibility. That is not what the market will do. I did not say go short. I beg. I know one go village. So, right now, what's the verdict on ETH? Do we buy now? You could buy now. But as always, it's best to wait for confirmation. Optimal entries. Fibonacci retracement points are optimal entries. They provide you places with minimal drawdown. Depending on how you trade, you might not want minimal drawdown. But if you're a kind of person that see losses and then your head will just turn upside down, like, crypto is a scam. My money is gone. The village is calling. Try your very best to not put yourself in the worst of market conditions. Try to not put yourself into a position where you regret 5 minutes later for not following your strategy. Yeah, that's just it. So it's best to find low drawdown entries if you can. That doesn't mean that if a trade should go $2 against you, sorry, there are big men here. It's people like me that trade with small funds that will be seeing $2 and be calling it the end of the world. Someone like Jerry, if you should open a trade, spread alone should be like $100. So just reasoning it, but we move. We shall not calculate Jerry's net worth today. When I get more information, I'll let you know. Then we'll find how we organize for it and everything. Jerry's still Jerry's still here. He should not have heard that. But that sounds like DCK. So let's see. We have this on ETH, so we can move on. What did we use for this? Support and resistance and Fibonacci. That's great. That's enough. No need to complicate things as always. So ETH. If we buy around there, with, let's see, 585, 580 as our stop loss. Let's see, what are our target regions? First off, 980. Now, if the market should retrace all this way to 580 before hitting 980, we'll be seeing a 68% profit just from buying from down there. Now, if you're on yesterday's class, I spoke about leverage once again and how it applies. So if you have $500 and no, let's say you have $580 and you bought here at 580 and then you sold at 986, you'd have made 69-70% of your $580. Now, if you put leverage into the equation and you borrow 5 times more than what it is you can normally trade, when you get here, you'll be having 70 times 5. That means you'd have made 350% from holding the trade that long if it played out. So currently, this looks like the tightest entry I could get. Depending on how you trade and on what your trading strategy is, you can definitely find next year entries. Here we're just talking about it in the future tense. Maybe say market don't reach here and we can now be talking about possibilities, candlestick patterns. No candlesticks are formed in this region, so all this is just probability. So let's say we got an entry at 642 over here, or one here at the 70.5 region, 680. Stop loss at 545. I think that's safer. That's much safer. Yeah, we have that, and that's a 3.79 risk to reward. When the market actually gets into this region, you'll be able to get tighter trades, meaning this is like an $80 stop loss because there's no way to reduce the, in a sense, the risk attached. I think I mentioned my order not getting activated at some point. Now let me show you an example of a tighter stop loss entry. Okay, so for those of you here, I think on one day we covered candlestick patterns, engulfing patterns, and their usefulness. So over here a few days ago, I was looking at ETH and I found one right here, an engulfing pattern. You see this, the green slightly overpowers the red. Now, why did this interest me? Well, first off, we just broke the resistance zone over here. If you had bought at the retest, resistance, broke out, retested, boom, you'd have been in the market. Now, what if you now FOMO down, you bought up here? Market now pumped, then the market pumped, and then it dumped before pushing up. While it was dropping over here, would you have held? Remember I said you should try to not put yourself in uncomfortable market situations, things like that. If you are not going to be able to hold a drawdown, try to find a low drawdown entry. Because when the trade is running, it is you and yourself that you have to contend with. Really. So if you miss the pump, try move on. Or find another entry elsewhere. So in the name of missing the pump, I cried. Because I know chop money. But over here, I had found what looked like an entry. Why was that? The market was compressing over here. You see this, a flag pattern. Posted something like this on Bitcoin at 26.9. Be cool. No, looking like say I get money. No. Did I buy it? Yes, I bought now. But I chickened out at around 27, 28K. Yeah, just have to get in and out. So the point is this. Over here, engulfing pattern, bullish flag. So what am I looking for? Entries. How do I get entries? So we spoke about engulfing patterns and possibly entering at 50%. So this is an engulfing. This is 50%, 724. I think my order was set at 723. 723 is somewhere around here, but never got activated. And so I had a position running. Excuse me, please. Okay, yes. So I had a position running, but I wanted to stack, and that was a nice place to stack on. So 50% order never got hit. This is a different um, liquidity provider or something, so it won't actually be the same to the very, excuse me, it won't be the same to the exact dollar, but you get the point. This could have been an entry and then no drawdown. Fine, yes, it's possible. So find how you stay in the market as you wish. Right now, all we're looking at is speculation on this side. Currently unsure of what to do because there's not. Yeah, I'm so sorry I got disconnected. So network issues, yes, family. So let's get back to it. So yeah, we're about to take requests for any pairs to look at to just find entries on. For most coins, please, this is not financial advice, but since it looks as though we're entering a bull run, or rather we're in a bull run, most coins should go up. Some coins should go up. So um if I am bullish biased, I'm sorry. It's just to find what's more likely to play out. Could ETH dump to 400 tomorrow? Yes. Unforeseen circumstances. Some people could just be waiting to short with 500 Kazakhstan trillion dollars. Never know. So yes. While you're deliberating on that, any coin you'd like to do some analysis on, just drop it in the chat section or unmute yourself. Anyhow you want to make it in Bitcoin. Let's see. Let's see. So um before we go on, let's see one other crypto coin. So let's see DOT. Look at DOT from last week, I think. The analysis is in here. DOT, 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 USDT. Okay. It's not here. But last week, the 27th, let's see. This is the 27th. DOT was at 5, yeah, around $5. And now we have liftoff. Beautiful. BNBTRX LTC. Fun. Well, I know that Jerry knows Justin Sun on a talking terms level, but I don't know if he knows him like, oh, beautiful, 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 beautiful. I'm waiting for this. So I don't know if he knows him to the level that he knows um this guy. I can't call his name now because Jerry doesn't like artists. Don't ask me why. But okay, let's see TRX. Please try to not mind all the things you see here. I have Jaga Jaga on the screen because it means I have small TRX and feel like a bomb. So let's see. Let me clear the screen. And now let's get into it. So let me check first if there's any other feed with more data. OKX. Looks like Binance even has more than OKX. So let's use the Binance feed. Bitfinex. Okay. Let's use Bitfinex here. This looks even better. So from all indications, TRX is in a downtrend. This is a downtrend. The market is in a downtrend. We have this pushed up, dropped, pumped up, dropped, pumped up, last correction, dumped. But now, medium term, we have a break of structure. This was previous structure. This was the previous lower high. But now we have a high higher than the previous lower high. So now we have a higher high. So in the short term, the market is in an uptrend. And so what does that mean? Any pullbacks now could just be a higher low, and then we continue higher. This is what I hope for on Tron. Now let's see. The market has given us a new possible pattern. So what do we start looking for? Entries for the buy side. This is why I'm bullish on TRX, at least to give us a double, at least. So let's see take profit regions. Over here, liquidity taken out. Boom, boom. Okay, so over here would be nice. This looks like an imbalance level. So we have this first off. Then let's say previous highs over here. So now I'm trying to find my buy side take profits or liquidity regions where I'd like to hop off just in case we've made enough profits. So from here already, minimum targets is already giving us about 100%. Then here, if we get this high, we are 223%. Just by holding a coin that might be a shit coin or whatnot, I beg, we leave it there, we move. So currently, what are we looking at? This was the previous resistance zone. Market tried to break, fell. Market tried to break, fell. Now we push higher, we're retesting. Could see kaboom from here. And if all season should begin, this is likely to happen. If Justin Sun should come out with news that it will just break all frontiers of TRX, valuation, degradation, monumentation, I just said many words that make no sense. But if he should do that, if there's enough foolishness, then we're heading up. And I'll be happy. Yes, I will. Yeah, so let's see over here. Now we have our buyer sets. We have our first region of interest. The second would be this. Because as we're planning for it to push up, we could also see smaller retracements in before the big Lambo move. So this over here is liquidity. Liquidity was taken out. Liquidity just means equal lows. Flushing out, please, makes no sense. Just go with the flow. So so we have the market making what looks like equal lows over here. Equal lows are taken out. And what does that mean? That means that our market is likely to retrace into this region before going up again. Now, at the end of everything, this concept, it's beautiful. I love it with my life because it's it's one of the things that I learned that made me learn to start finding really nifty entries, really nifty entries. But in the end, after all the big grammar, let's look at this. This is the support zone. Just broken. It goes up. We expect it to come back here if liquidity was taken out and all that, but it ends up being what? The same support zone. So all the big grammar was just for the same thing. Remember, everything is interconnected. Everything will find relationships because every trader uses a system that has been proven to print money over time. And so if that system could print money, it's probably in relation to other systems as well. So we now have two zones of interest, two places we'd like to see price at. And now let's do this. Let's take the fib of this zone to look the high. And now you see, why am I bullish on TRX? We have this over here. We are stuck at this zone and we've been bouncing up nicely. If you bought over here, because that's when this will have been seen, you'd have made some quick fat profits over here. Boom, boom, 60%. Take up around this weekend. Okay, but now we're back there all over again. And what do? Do we chicken out and run? In most cases, it's just a retest. In most cases. But it could also be the starting point of trim, regular flats, kaboom, bam. And then we get down here before we move up. That would be an A, B, C move. It needs to be complicated. That's just the zones to watch out for. So basically that's it. On TRX, what's the major idea? We're bullish. We're at bullish zones. The 50, 61.8, 70.5, they are bullish retracement zones. So now we are bullish biased, not just because Bitcoin is pumping or ETH is nearly at places that Jerry does not want to see. Jerry, I beg. Please just sleep. Let it take form. I beg. I'm begging with my life. Jerry, please. So let's see. Remember what I just showed you over here? Liquidity, market takeout, pull up, then retrace to collect and pick up new orders. Let's see that over here again. The market repeats itself consistently. So equal loose liquidity was taken out, pushed up, broke these highs. What happened? Market retraced down here and then started pushing up. Where did they retrace to? This zone. This previous support zone over here. No need for complications. So when that happened on the big scale, look at this over here. When it happened on the big scale down here, what happened? We had a push up. We had a break that was big. When it happened here on the small scale, what happened? We had a break that was big. So this is something you can begin to watch out for. This is something called accumulation, manipulation, and then distribution. Going by Wyckoff schematics, this is called a redistribution. Now, why is this beautiful? Look over here. I remember I said that I love this a lot because it has shown me very, very likely, consolidation, same thing. Accumulation, consolidation. The English does not matter. The cocoa is just to see it on the charts. So it helps you get really nifty entry points. Remember I said that. So if you missed this whole pump from here to here, and you were thinking village people after you, all the same, matters not. Why? Because you could have been watching down here for the retracement. Okay, this session is a little long. I hope you don't mind, but it's getting a little interesting. So let's see. This liquidity, consolidation, accumulation actually, manipulation, and then distribution. Then we have this, a pullback. This is a beautiful pullback, ABC, come down here, back to this zone. So now that I showed you this pattern today, you could apply that anytime, anywhere, any market, and try it out. Did I say it's the holy grail? No, but it works more times than it doesn't. So over here, you see this kaboom down here, support. If you had bought when it retraced to this side, you can see that you have gotten into nearly instant profits. And then that's 25% just from seeing this. You are taking profits around this zone, kaboom, life moves on. So that's just it. Now I'm bullish on TRX because of this, because of all the drawings I've been showing on this side. All this accumulation, manipulation, distribution, redistribution, setup. This would have been a great entry. Down here, for push up, wait for the retracement, get in, and now kaboom. So I was talking to someone a few days back and talking about TRX, looking like it's at a good spot. That's over here. Why did I like that? Remember, we're looking for bullish signals already, and we're already in a bullish zone. This shaded blue zone. So now I'm looking for anything that shows what? That shows breaks of structure, at least on the small scale. So let's see. I'll do this in two different colors. First in red. So we have this is our high, drops to a low, higher low, lower high rather, a lower low, a lower high, lower high, and then a lower low. So in the red degree, if we're having a break of structure, that means this point has to be broken. But would you wait till point 33 before you enter a trade? If you'd like to get a niftier entry, which is riskier, but in this case, we're doing it from a zone that we expect bullish reaction from already, so it is less risky. So first, we can try to be a little nifty, and then over here, this is actually a retracement that can be counted, and this becomes our new lower high. Why is that? Because market broke here first, came this low, you see it's lower than the previous low, gave us the slight retracement and then a dip. So currently, this is our break of structure. Here, so has the market broken structure? Yes. Boom, boom, boom. The retracement down here, and now we're waiting for bullishness. So TRX, we're bullish, we're bullish, we're bullish, we're bullish. Hopefully, this is the dot for next week. So let's see if we have TRX at 0.033. Because I am not going to say that TRX is going to $1. Look at this. From all the analysis we did, where is the highest point of profits? 8 cents, 8.4 cents. Can TRX go to $1? Yes, it is very, very possible. The crypto market can move massively in a matter of seconds. Can we go to $1? Yes. But if I want my order to be filled and nearly guaranteed, I will not be looking for $1. First of all, looking for these points. But it could just happen overnight, and then you see 50x. Because 50x from here is $1. I think so. So $1,000 will turn to $50,000. Hey, or more. This is how to start making unrealistic expectations in this case. So if you're a TRX goal long term, that's great. Now this is something else we could use. Okay, so trend line. You wait for a breakout, a retest, and then you buy. Everything coincides. Everything coincides. So the safest way to determine that the buy setup has started is by a likely break above here, a retracement here to the trend line region, which will also coincide as a previous resistance, now turning to support, and then we pump. So that will be the safest. So if you're saying you want to buy right now and then sell off around here, that means you're waiting for a break here, a catch of liquidity, a retracement, and then we now move. So if you don't want to get caught in this whole retracement, losing all your profits, you could lock profits around here, take profits if you want to, and then wait for a retracement to happen. But retracements don't always happen. So trade as your mind allows you to. Yeah, so that's it on TRX. I'm bullish on TRX, and that's why. This was the first high entry down here. Had this. Boom, 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 boom. Accumulation, manipulation, distribution, retracement, buy zone. So while we're still waiting for a breakout of this trend line, we can already get buys from in here. They are more risky, but they'll be more profitable in the end. So if you watch out for TRX around here, coincide with the previous resistance zone. Slight resistance though. It's not something solid, like solid. So market couldn't break here, couldn't break here, couldn't break here. Now it's broken above, retest, buy zone, break here, retest again, and then go. Very possible. So that's it on TRX. That's my analysis on TRX. Let me see Bitcoin's price. Let me know whether I have a heart attack or not. Okay. I still have a heart attack, but we move. So someone else said BNB. For BNB as well, we're in uncharted territory. And so right now, I'll be focusing on something called quarter points. Quarter points are also called psychological levels. Psychological levels are whole number regions. Whole number regions. I don't think we've covered that in any of the previous classes. Whole number regions. And what does that mean? They're just points in the market that have been proven to, over time, cost. There are places that have caused reaction, massive reaction, whether massive or not massive, sharp cost reaction from the markets. There are places to watch out for. And these whole number regions end in 0.00. There are 0.0 regions, 0.50 regions, and then for quarter points, it's 0.25. Massive stuff. No, it's not. It's just people's psychology. So people would like to take profits at these regions. They'd like to buy at these regions. So if your analysis should coincide at these points, blessed are you. So let's see a few quarter points. Also, okay, I like this. TradingView already segments it quite easily. So you can just point to any of these directly horizontal lines and make sense. So here at 30, we saw this reaction, kaboom. Here this is 32 rejection. We had a drop. Here this is around 36. Had a drop. Around 36, we had a drop. And now the market is retracing. This new point over here, kaboom, beautiful entry. If bullishness remains in the market, this is just a retracement. So this is what another quarter point is around 40. So places of reaction. The market could just drop here slightly and go, or could drop in a little more and go. Liquidity taking out, first tests, remove. So that's it for BNB. That's doing it that way. So we could also draw trend lines here. Trend lines are great, beautiful stuff. Caught a few trades with trend lines a few days back. Massive, mad stuff. I love it. Okay, so trend lines. Now, what happens if all the bullish momentum has been destroyed, it no longer exists in the market, and we cannot sustain above 40? Because you see that we just broke the previous high. That's for BNB. So we see that the market is confirmed to be in an uptrend. High, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. Now, notice this. After breaking the previous high, pushed up slightly, and then we had a retracement. That's why we try to not FOMO, because around here, it's already gone. It's gone. It has gone far. It has traveled wide. But what are we trying to do now? Trying to probably catch the remaining steam. If it can go well, fine. And also, considering that this is the third touch of the trend line, you can expect even more explosive reaction. So, seeing it at 70 just from this touch alone isn't unheard of. And since this is crypto, it's best to just go with the flow. Don't be like me that I take profits after like a few few $1,000s of price movement. I didn't see account movement. No, no. My hand never strong with sharing. $2K daily. That's the goal. That's the goal. I beg, remind me if we're not in the village by next year. We shouldn't be. Yeah, so let's duplicate this and make this a channel. No, it won't work. Here it could work. So if we're setting targets over here, we'll be watching 43, 44 as a place to take profits. Why is that? It's an equidistant channel region. So best to be safe at this region because most of the things we take could be terminating at this point. If after this retracement we get a push at 44, we could now see the jump to the trend line before we now push higher. So it's best to be cautious, especially now that we just broke this previous high. Now that it's been broken, a retest around here would be great. So let's see, what would we be looking for? Retracements into this zone. Now let's see. Does it coincide with anything else? Let's get off the daily now. So from the weekly, we have built a bias. We are bullish. Now we're going top down. Okay. So we have a very clear first touch of the trend line. We have a second touch, and now we're looking for the third touch anywhere in this region. So the market could drop here to 40 and boom, drop even to this previous resistance, now turn support zone and boom. To drop lower to this zone over here, resistance, drop. So yeah, resistance, 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 break it, retest here, yes, and boom. So that's that. Um, that's just the zone to watch out for. This is the now bullish reaction zone, and there's all this news coming up about alt season. I have not been in the crypto markets long enough to have been in the old alt season. I said this before, and I'm unapologetic about it because last, many alt seasons will come and go now. We'll see plenty. So I hear that in alt seasons, a lot of money is available to be made. That coins and tokens just do massively. Like you can see 10x returns. So try to hold on to your tokens and pray for Lambo. If you Lambo, remember me. Thank you. So let's see. We have that already set up for BNB. These are regions of interest. And last thing, over here, first touch, second touch. We don't have a third touch yet. So could we see a flash dump, pam, down to 32 and then we pump? Yes. It's possible. This is the market. Anything can happen. Anything can happen. Not shoot can this not really shoot off. Yes, well, but some systems will still find a way to enter the mix. How somebody just pump a coin that has no use case? Yeah? Pump and jump shot. So that's that for BNB. We are now currently in a resistance zone that is likely to become to a support zone. So you have to monitor this live and take your trades according to that. What's the niftiest entry we can get now? Let's design here with trend line small. So we have this. We have this lightly, but not strong. Strength matters most. So let's see. We have a third touch here around the zone. So we drop here, kaboom. We have one on this trend line, first touch, second touch, then here, this zone, kaboom. And then the last but not the least, remember the grandfather trend line. Oh, that was fun. Remove. So this one over here, and we go. So now it's just to watch every zone that looks good. This over here, previous support, and coincide, and we boom. Yeah, that's that. So that's it for BNB. Currently, we had a pump today. I like that pump. It was a nice form. Yeah. So we had a form, I think it was around 30.4, got stopped out at 40.7. Yeah. Thanks for win. Yeah. Currently, let's see, do we have divergence over here? Ah, that's clear. Let me check our indicators since all indicators at this point will be overbought. As long as markets have been trending up, all of them will be overbought. And currently, we have divergence here on the daily time frame. See, 1 second. So we have this here. This is coming down, and this point is not, it's not even on the screen. Let's put it up. So here, see divergence. So that's that. Now on the 4 hour, the most recent happenings, we see we still have slight divergence. For in a bullish market, try to define divergence like this. But what if they keep on pumping? This one over here, that is on the daily, it has been having divergence since. It has been having divergence since. Did it end? No, divergence just kept on going on. From see here to here, no divergence, just the same. Here to here, had divergence, just kept on building. Divergence is a great tool, yes, but in a bullish market like this, I'd advise that use divergence to spot buy entries. What do I mean by that? Something like this. Over here, see, market is trending up. Here, indicator is going down. Try to use that for bullish entries. It will help a little. So that's that for BNB. Someone said LTC. That's the last one. So let's just do that real quick. I have to head up in a bit. My battery will just dip to 0 low. So let's see. Last call, Litecoin. This Litecoin that at the beginning of the year I thought was never going to do well with its life. Super things. But we move. Yeah, so this is Litecoin. And as all other coins are, it's showing signs of bullishness. So let's head over to the weekly time frame first off. So we see the Litecoin has actually gotten as high as 360 before. So from here to there, we still have a nice amount of room for growth, 100% plus. Yeah, 137, 39, 140%. So there's still plenty of room. If alt season should happen as is expected or more, everything just be 100%. Jerry, I beg. See, I'm begging. I've never been in any alt season. Come and give us tips. If not everybody, me, just me. So over here, Litecoin, these are big profit regions. Why do I like the top of wicks? Because of something called liquidity. Liquidity is majorly around regions like that. So liquidity, we'll probably cover the concept sometime later. Probably. So over here, let's look at this. I like seeing liquidity. Validates trades as my mental. So over here, we have this. The market kept on bottoming out, and then kaboom, it broke higher, and now the retracement happened into what zone? This zone. What happened after the retracement? Bam, kaboom. So you see that the market repeats itself consistently. So why am I bullish on TRX? Because that's what I'm expecting. Remember the retracement and then bullish movement. So let me quickly pull up the TRX chart. I can't put the two side by side because I do not have TradingView Premium. I've never get money to buy premium subscriptions in this life. Not yet, but soon. But let's look at this. How can I squeeze this in? Okay, let me just work again. So you see the pattern on this side. First, we had consolidation, we had manipulation, distribution phase one, consolidation, manipulation, distribution, redistribution, phase two distribution. So now we bring that and we put it over here. All this consolidation, that's manipulation, accumulation, manipulation, distribution, redistribution, somewhere around this zone, we could buy. Now, this is on the weekly. And this is the price of Tron at 1 cent, 1.2 cents. So we had the exact same thing over here on a lower time frame, much lower time frame. Which one we looked at? Or BNB? But I know we saw this today, so anyway we saw it. That was on the weekly. I didn't notice that before, so we moved. But yeah, that's it. The manipulation of these previous lows. Liquidity was taken out and then boom up. Retracement anywhere in this zone or down here. That's why I said this point is the point of interest. So that's for Tron. Let's go back to Litecoin. Litecoin USDT. Yeah. So Litecoin has shown us from the past what we're expecting to happen now in the future on Tron. Could it happen possibly? Will it happen? No one knows. So yeah, these regions, take profit regions. So 180, 185, nice place to take profits. So around here, we get replacements into these zones. The wicks are important. Wicks are important. I love wicks. They are replacement opportunities. So now you see the wicks are actually now consolidation zones. So over here, possibility. Here, previous resistance was broken, was retested, and then removed. Whatever, matches it. So now, same thing happened over here. Resistance broken, retested, removed. So in an uptrend, this is what happens. Retracements will happen, then you try to continue with the trend, follow the trend. So these are zones to now start watching out for. This here is the previous high, 145. So broken, and now we can start watching that zone for possible replacements. And over here, we see this big rejection. If you are looking for short trades, we can get short-term trades, short-term shorts. How? This is something I like once in a while because it's risky, yes, but when it happens, it happens. Let's look over here. You can start looking for head and shoulder patterns if you want to short. So we're looking to short around this region. First take profit will be here, then break retest, which is safer, and then take this down, this one, this one, this one. So yeah. Okay. So this is a zone I said it would be a nice take profit zone, and coincides with this previous resistance. So that's for the head and shoulder. If it plays out, resistance, we haven't tested completely as support yet. So we could see Litecoin at 142, and if we do, it's a nice buy zone. Stop loss 135, 133, and targets are where? To take the previous high, so from 135 to 160, that sounds reasonable. The next target point is 185, and all is hand in hand. So that's it. I believe that's all we can cover for tonight. So, excuse me. Thank you for coming. Thank you for being on with us. for listening to my small rants on the charts. And don't forget that the Dipsy Trading Capital giveaway is Jerry still on, right? Yeah, it's $100 capital giveaway to traders on the Bitsy Testnet platform. The Testnet is a place for you to practice your trading skills without losing any actual money. Oh, thanks a lot. Yeah, definitely. I beg, all this one is for us to blow together. When everybody blows, then everybody will be asking for my wallet address. I like wallet address, but if you want my account number, I can send that one too. That's a joke, but that's not a joke. Remove. Yeah, I was talking about the trading capital giveaway. So Bitsy gives that away to the trader with the best results for the trading session. So just keep on placing trades on the testnet. Take screenshots, send them to Jerry. You could send them to me, and I'll send it to Jerry. Now tell Jerry it's my own, and then he will now give me a trading capital giveaway. If only it worked like that. Jerry is not nice like that. Jerry sticks to the rules. But we move. So, take screenshots, send them to Jerry or to me. Don't worry, I won't take your trades and run away. If not, Jerry will not like me again. Now Jerry to like him so he can give me like $20,000 one day. Jerry, I know because you finished. No fear. Everybody here likes you. Apart from High.
JB, I don't learn better today. Oh. So you guys so I hope you guys understood and learned and continue learning. Otherwise, you will have fun staying very, 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 very wretched. But seriously, I have to really appreciate. This thing is not easy, and to make it work, well, you guys have to, nobody's asking for money, nobody's asking for anything other than you just start applying the things that you learn. Simply so that tomorrow you guys can gather and buy me. Listen, I want to buy me. No, nothing I want like this.
Jerry, what do you want? Tell us.
Money is speaking. Anything now, even if now, trip to Maldives. It's all good.
Trip to Maldives. So yeah, it has been written and it is in the game plan. Or more trip to Maldives. Choma, how can Jerry not know what he wants? See, Jerry has so much money that don't you know why High keeps on bugging him? Let's leave it like that.
You know what I want. I be like Nigerian girls. They don't usually know what they want. So
hey, that was a burn.
Nigerian girls, they know what they want. So their mentality don't disturb me. Anyway, you guys should this thing. But did you guys understand? Were you guys following? I want to understand. Were you guys following? Were you guys grasping? And was it making sense to you? So that wherever you have issues, please, whenever you have issues and you don't understand, just ask. I remember when I used to be in school, and lecturer used to say, ask questions. I'd be like, oh, I don't even know anything to talk. I don't even get anything to ask, but I don't even understand anything where you teach. Whenever you understood the importance of asking, but please, no matter how dumb you think, because no question in crypto is dumb. That's the funny thing. Just ask, no matter how unrelated you think, except if some people can be so outlandish and start asking you. I don't even know. The question no get, no even the map. What I'm saying is, whatever thing that confuses you in this crypto space, ask. You don't know how helpful that information might be to you and to other people. So do not no need to DM me, ask in the group, except it's something that is private that you want to talk about. I don't say it in open, but just ask so that every other person can learn. So
Okay, the marker used to draw the swing low and swing in trading view app. I don't draw the swing highs and swing lows. I only use that tool, the Fibonacci tool, to find the placement zones in between. So the marker I use is the annotation tool. The annotation tool from the Zoom interface. Maybe you guys can go outside. You don't understand, but you will watch the class. That's great. That's why the recordings are made available. Please just do with them as you please, over and over again if you like to.
yeah, and also, you can also read additional, sources outside. Google is, amazing. It's free. Just, search ABCs and wherever, please, like I always say, this thing will be confusing in the beginning. Do not let people's terminologies, begin to intimidate you or, think you might not get there. Everybody started from somewhere. Everybody started from somewhere. Some started, 2020, some started in 2019, some started in 2017, some 2018, you know, some came into people during the bear market. People came in at various times, but eventually many people we see like Stephen Bosky and then some other people. They came in 2019, 2018, and right now many of them are okay. So that they focus to some didn't focus on the people that started with me. I know people started with me in 2016. But they're like, now I go find something I go do, and this didn't really apply. We didn't feel like anything will come out of it. And that was, at that point in time, I could understand because every day, crypto ban, crypto scam, crypto ban. There was almost nothing that would encourage you to invest in crypto. Now you're even at a point in time where you have, institutional, and companies, Fortune 500 companies and companies that are, in the NASDAQ companies actually investing into Bitcoin and Bitcoin is having all this positive coverage. Understand? At that point in time, the only thing we're seeing is every day, if it's not China that is banning Bitcoin, it's USA that is banning Bitcoin. There was, in fact, everything we're seeing every day then was FUD, 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 FUD. But we still persevered, some many of us lost money to ICO. There was a whole lot of learning curve. Now you don't have to experience all that. You're in a period, this is kumbaya period because everything is so good, so fantasy like, and there's so much money in the space right now. 2018 was hell. When I mean hell, Bitcoin before go 3,000, everybody was like, no way, it's going to zero. So be thankful and just persevere. So,
We hear.
all right. We'll continue our in the class. Good night.
Thank you very much, Jerry, and thank you everyone else for joining on. So this is Anu signing off. Have a great trading week, and ask questions. Post your analysis. That may be a beg. I'm liking your analysis, but try to tell us when you want to short so that we can chop their money. Okay? No, I don't mean they're like double ER. I mean BAR. Yeah. So have a great night, everyone. Let's see you again next week.